Welcome to part 2 of Bevilex Modlist Character and Armor Overhaul update of November 2017 and a special video for this. In part 1, the previous video, I shown how to deinstall the present or the previous section of character mods and armor mods. In this one I show the installation, so this will be definitely a lot longer. If you are watching this video because you came here from part 4 of the Bevilex Modlist video series I made, you will notice that in Vrybash there are further mods installed because this is an update. The mod list was updated by the author and I am making this video for the character and armor overhaul from scratch, so I have further mods installed and don't get distracted by this. We will come to this in part 6 and further parts of the series. So let's start. First of all, go to the Bevilex mod list page, description, body, armors and weapons, show the spoiler and get everything downloaded. Do it first. Get this, all those mods. For the mod Insanity's Improved Armoury compilation, if the TES Alliance page doesn't work for you, like it doesn't for me, just Google this mod and you will find it somewhere. I haven't got the permission of Insanity to link to any alternative sources, so you will need to be resourceful if you want to find that mod and TES Alliance doesn't work for you. For the optional Naihaan replacers, you might open that link. This will open the files of Naihaan for Oblivion and open up each page on a separate tab. Then in each page go to Files and Download. If you find two versions, Robert Male Replacer and HGEC version, like here for the fur armor, get both. This one and this one, for instance. This is a conversion, a totally optional thing. But as for the fur armor, for instance, I would get this one and this one. And do the same for all remaining. For instance, for elven armor we have in files the Robert Male body version and the HGEC version. When I downloaded them, I named them correctly, like Elven Armor Replacer and Elven Armor HGEC, so that the file is not named just HGEC, so I can distinguish them easier later. Same I did for the fur armor and some other of them. I ended up having this amount of Naihaan mods, and I have them in a separate directory here, and here is the rest from this list. Before we continue, let's make sure you have Coroneras Maximum Compatibility Skeletons installed. I'm opening the link to it and we go to the Files section, download the skeletons. It's 17 kilobytes. Download it manually. I download it to my folder with the character overhaul, and once it's down, you can install it. I already have it here, but I will uninstall and delete it so I can show you one more time. So Coroneras Skeletons is here. I see that the structure is correct, it has got data inside. So I drag it to the installer step of Vrybash, put it on the correct position, and right click and install. Now we can continue. Now that we have all the prerequisites met and all our mods downloaded, let's proceed with Bevi's list, and it starts with Oblivion character overhaul, which we will take from our download directory, drag it over to the Vrybash installers tab. It will appear on the bottom. Let's drag it upwards and it will appear. Yeah, I need to drag it under the skeletons and right click on it and install. Okay, it was installed. So let's now switch to the mods tab and activate Oblivion character overhaul, drag it above the bashed patch. Okay, now the game will not be able to run correctly because the bashed patch needs rebuilding. We will come to that later. Let's continue the list, and we have new eyes for Oko. Drag it over and then drag the mod to the correct position under the Oblivion character overhaul. Right click on it and install. We always need to check if there are no sub packages to be selected here, or if the mod is not a wizard based mod. And for character overhaul there was this ESP, I have it selected. For the new eyes there are no sub packages or no ESPs. We can continue with seamless Oblivion character overhaul version 2 edition, and the first file is the sroco idiot file. So idiot, easy to find, it's over here. Let's drag it to the installers. Now drag it to its place. This will be under the last mod we've installed, so under new eyes for Oko. There are 3 ESPs here. Bevi isn't mentioning anything, so I will just install it with all the ESPs. Right click on the mod and install. Okay, let's switch to mods. Activate those 3 and move the bashed patch below. Now, let's continue. We have the OCO Nudes that I want. So let's drag it to the installers. Drag it up below the last mod. Right click and install. There are no sub packages or ESPs with this file. Then we already have the Coroneras maximum compatibility skeletons on the top of our character overhaul here, so we can move on to Insanity's improved Armoury compilation. Currently there are some availability problems with this mod, so I will always keep a valid link in the video's descriptions once there is one, because as I checked for today, Test Alliance is temporarily down, so we will see how things develop and check the video's description. So Insanity's improved Armoury compilation, let's drag it to our installers. That's 927 megabytes. Then I will move it up to our character overhaul part. Let's see. Okay, it's under here, under the Nudes, the SR, the seamless OCO. And here we have the core files, as you can see, sub packages. So core files we need always, and then we have alternate Elven Golden, alternate glass dark green. I will take the core files just for now and maybe experiment later. So let's see. Right click on it. I see it's not a wizard, it doesn't have this little thingy here. So I can just, after selecting the sub package core files, I can right click and install. And this will take a while as this is a huge mod, which makes me happy. So Insanity's improved Armoury compilation is installed. We can move on to Vanilla G Redux, and might be considered by some people as skimpy in some parts. I like it and I will install it. So Bevi says to install Mass Outfit Redesign 06 and Armor's Reasonable Protective Flavor 01 Beta. So when you open this page, this is the mod, Vanilla G Redux. Go to files and get those two files here. So we start with Mass Outfit Redesign. Let's drag it to the installers and check again if that's the correct order. Yes. So Mass Outfit Redesign is here, and I will now drag it higher, just below Insanity's improved Armoury compilation. It contains the ESP Mass Outfit Redesign. So right click on it and install. There we go. The mod is now installed. So after it we have Armor's Reasonable Protective Flavor. You get it of course from the mods page from the files section. I have it already downloaded here, and I can drag it to the installers and move it to our Armors and Body group and put it below Mass Outfit Redesign. Now it also contains the same ESP. I will right click and install it. Alright, and there is an important note here. Apart from the Coroneras Maximum skeletons, which we already have on the top of our body and armors replacers here, so this requirement is met. And then make sure to load Mass Outfit Redesign after Knight's ESP. So you can either always do it manually or use my userlist.txt for boss, because we are sorting with boss, of course. I show you my boss folder, and here is the Oblivion part and the userlist.txt, and this contains some rules for boss that are overriding what boss would do normally, and one of them is here: override Mass Outfit Redesign ESP after Knight's Unofficial patch. So I will put this list, this text file, link to it to Pastebin in the video's description, so you can either copy all of these rules or just the one for the Mass Outfit Redesign, whatever you like. Having these rules in your userlist.txt in your boss Oblivion folder will not harm, and it will resolve all the other load order problems for the Bevilex Modlist, plus some additional mods like unique landscapes and Lush and Gaudi Floriana Gloria. So let's do it. Just take this file and put this text into your boss Oblivion userlist.txt. Finally, let's switch to mods and put the mass outfit redesign for now above the bashed patch. And let's tick it. After we finish doing this body and armors part, we will tick all the plugins and we will rebuild the bashed patch with all plugins ticked, so every mod can be merged into the patch and the compatibilities between them can be preserved by Rybash. Now we're moving on to Mike's Clothes Replacer. Let's open up the page and go to the Files section, and we have Mike's Clothes Replacer version 11, 56 megabytes. So I have my installers opened here and I drag the downloaded file into them, position it correctly, Insanities, Mass Outfit, Armors, here. I see no ESPs and no sub packages, so I can just right click and install. Job's done. Then we have Weapon Improvement Project. Let's see the page. This mod is also by Insanity. Okay, Weapon Improvement Project, 125 megabytes, looks interesting. No comments, so just drag it. Move it up. Under Mike's Clothes Replacer, right click and install. Next up is High-Res Iron Armor. I have it here, drag it, move it below the Weapon Improvement Project. No ESPs, no sub packages, right click, install. And that's it for video 5b. See you in video 5c.